Okay, so this is Unit 3, Day 3, Part 3. This was a long set of notes and examples here, guys. So continuing on here with example 21, Part D. It says factor this trinomial. Again, it says by guess and check, but I'm going to now do slip and slide with you, okay? So if you slip out the 4, you're going to be left with x squared plus 5x, and multiply your a times your c, you get negative 24. So you're going to factor and say what two things multiply together to give you a negative 24, but add to a 5. It's going to be 8 and 3. So 8 minus 3 is 5. Slip the 4 in front of both binomials again. And then reduce. So I divide 4 and 8 by 4. Don't write it anywhere. I'm left with x plus 2. And 4x minus 3, nothing reduces. So there's my answer. Okay. Example 22. Again, I'm using slip and slide method. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to factor out. Actually, you can't. So this is just slip and slide because 6, 13, and 6 have no common factors because of that 13. So I'm just going to slip and slide it. So it becomes x squared minus 13x, and 6 times 6 is plus 36. So now I'm going to say what two things multiply together to give me a 36, but then would add to a negative 13. I'm sorry, those are both minus signs here. And it's negative 9 times negative 4 would be positive 36, but negative 9 minus 4 would add to negative 13. Slip the 6 back in front of both binomials. And last step, reduce them without writing what you're reducing them by anywhere. So the first binomial, I divide them both by 3, and I'm left with 2x minus 3. Second binomial, I reduce both of them by 2, and I'm left with 3x minus 2. There's my answers. Last one here, Part B. Again, 12, 29, and 8 have no common factors because 4 can come out of 8 and 12, but 4 can't come out of 29. So I'm going to slip and slide. So x squared plus 29x, and 8 times 12 is negative 96. Don't forget the signs. Factor this. So what two things multiply together to give me a negative 96, but would add to a positive 29? It's 32 and 3. And you know what, guys? I'm obviously the teacher. I did this. That's why I knew it was 32 and 3. But you're going to have to sit there and do 96 divided by 2, 96 divided by 3, and see what combinations of the factors you can get that will work. Okay? So sometimes it takes a little bit longer, and it'll be a little bit longer process. All right, so now I'm going to slip the 12 back in front of each of these. And then reduce. So 12 and 32, I reduce both those by 4. And I'm going to get 3x plus 8. Okay, so I divided each of those by 4. And this, I'm going to divide both those by 3. And I'm going to be left with 4x minus 1. Okay, last little blurb here. It says now you have essentially 3 types. You have GCF, greatest common factor, DPS, the difference of a perfect square, and then you have trinomials. So you have old school trinomials where you just say what multiplies to the C but adds up to the B, or now we have the slip and slide method.